But yeah, with the doubling GP, I just feel like if that's a good thing to do, wouldn't my mod, old school RuneScape, wouldn't he have recommended it to me and taught me how to do it? Doubling GP always works in members' worlds. I am a member. I just don't understand why he wouldn't have mentioned it to me. Not Angry says, well, I usually just get home, shower, and hop on OSRS. Facts, bro. Facts. And you probably don't feel guilty while you're doing it, right? Because you worked a hard day's work. You put in eight hours of hard work. Not one bit, my man. See, yeah. Before I was streaming and before I don't know, when I was like not working at all, I would game all day and feel guilty the entire time. It was terrible. You've thought about a career change. What do you want to do, man? Apple MacBook says, I just spammed doubling GP at the GE and someone traded me 10 mil. Not Angry says, I don't know if you can really call a warehouse job as a career. Yeah, I think career is more about what you think about it, right? I think career, I mean, what's the definition of career? Career. Not now. Definition. So, definition of career, an occupation undertaken for a significant period of time of a person's life and with opportunities of progress. So I think any job, well, I guess there are jobs that wouldn't fit that. Like I worked on a film, I don't know, and that was like a 2-month contract. It was like a 2-month production. But I guess you could still have a career in film and bounce between contracts. You've already tried several things. I guess you can call them hobbies. Yeah, well, I think for me, the dream has always been for one of my hobbies to become my career. I mean, for me, that's the dream with streaming. That was the dream with music. That was the dream with the comic book. I've always had a very strong desire to do something that I actually enjoy as my career. You started a startup creative firm with an old friend, but had to step down for personal reasons. That sucks, man. That sucks. I don't know if you want to get into that. You probably said step down for personal reasons because you don't want to get into it, right? Started a startup creative firm with an old friend. That's really cool that you did that. That's the kind of thing that I think about doing and then don't do. Thought about getting back into it. Like when you say creative firm, I'm sort of curious what that even means. I'd have to do something on my own. It's funny. I go through these phases where I try and do everything on my own. And then I go through phases where I'm like trying to get people involved. But I feel like people generally let you down, right? I always found it hard with any creative stuff to like get people as excited about stuff as I am. Like get people to see the vision, get people to care, get people to want to be involved and to actually make sacrifices for the thing. Well, it was more of a creative team in which we worked on creative projects involving brand identities and film, etc. So basically a film production company that like leans into advertising and branding and stuff like that. I mean, dude, that sounds pretty cool. And that's really doable, I feel like. That's a thing that people do. I think the reason I've had so much trouble turning my creative pursuits into careers is because I'm not very good at compromising, I feel like, on anything creative. Yeah, like I love filmmaking. I love writing scripts. I love acting. I love all that stuff. But I never really wanted to do any of those things for commercial purposes. Like, Not that I wouldn't be in a film or write a TV show, but I wouldn't want to do those things like for ads. That's just not something that I'd want to do. For me, it's like about the art form, and I feel like a lot of people break into those industries by doing those things for commercials. Like the film that I worked on, that guy who was the director, he had spent his career filming like shampoo commercials in Asia and stuff like that, which is something I just don't know that I could do that. I don't know. I think for me, I have to actually believe in what I'm doing to like care about it and put the time and effort in. We pretty much did anything involving art. Anything, we pretty much did it. Yeah, so you guys would write stuff, you guys would record music, you guys would do like logos, you'd do visual art, you'd do, yeah, film, television. I don't know if you would do websites and stuff like that. But that's pretty base, dude. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I feel like I am unique in that way that I want to based. I want to do things that I actually enjoy and care about. I mean, I think everyone has that desire, but I don't know that people. It seems very common to just for people to do jobs that they don't like, and maybe people feel like they have to do that. I'm broke at the moment, and I kind of don't. I'm okay with that because I believe this is going to turn into something. I at least believe that at the moment, and I understand that there's a chance it won't, but I currently believe that. I even started learning Blender with the idea to expand our options within the project. This was years ago now, though. True. Darkspark, welcome back. How's fishing going? Fishing's going really well. Fishing's going really well, and the stream's going really well. See this beautiful stream? Or is this just an ocean? This is a bay? Fishing with bay. I don't know. But yeah, we're just talking about careers and like doing things that you actually like and actually enjoy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with doing a warehouse job. It's funny. I kind of part of me misses doing those like physical jobs. It is fun. It is fun, Darkspark. Miss doing those kind of physical jobs that leave you feeling satisfied. But I even when I do those, I do usually find myself yearning for something more and like wanting more. Like I feel like the longest I ever stayed in the same job was like a year and a half. I don't know if that's like autism, but I don't know. That job particularly, I really felt like it was going to go somewhere. And then after a year and a half, I kind of was like, I don't know if this is going anywhere. And then I just left. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of weird like that, I feel like. Kind of weird like that. Yeah, I don't know. But being broke is like suboptimal. But I do feel like life always just has these waves to it. I don't know if you guys have that experience, but I feel like I'll have a wave where like I'll get a job, it'll be a good job, it'll pay well, I'll have money, but then I'll have no time. I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I think I'm gonna head out. You don't like the topic, Darkspark? You don't know what you're gonna say, so you're gonna head out? Look, I'd love for you to hang around, but I guess you do what you gotta do. Speaking of getting attached quickly. Yeah, why was I talking about getting attached quickly before? Oh yeah. Not angry, who's brand new was kind of gassing me up. and was like, "Don't take it too seriously. You just met me." Darkspark's been around for a bit. You were glazing. You were glazing, but I'm gonna take it, bro. I feel like I don't get a lot of it. I get it from Dante, which is nice. The leech has 2 daughters. What does that even mean? Give and give. No, it's not that. I don't know what to say though. So I was just gonna leave. You're so funny. Has your friend been back on call with you? No, but we had Dante on call for a bit there. You kind of just missed Dante being on call, which was pretty cool. It's from the Bible. I read the Bible. Well, I haven't been reading it much lately, to be fair. I've been streaming all the time. Oh, I got more to cook. What is it? The leech has 2 mothers, give and give. Yeah, I just don't know if I get that. Proverbs. Right, so if someone just receives and receives and receives, they become a leech. I think that makes sense, right? That makes sense to me. I feel like I've seen that in people. I've seen that in people that have everything given to them. There's a real, like, entitlement that comes up. It's like, well, I've been given everything, so why am I not continuing to receive everything for nothing in return? And it can get ugly, especially when that receiving just sort of stops. Leeches, bro. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, it's a tough thing. And then it's almost like, who do you blame? Do you blame the leech? Or do you blame the giver? Because I would argue that the giver has a lot of responsibility in that. Especially if it's like a parent. And they've just given their child everything. It's kind of like, I think they know what they're doing, right? Like, can you really be a parent and just give your child everything and not think through what you're doing, not consider that that's gonna shape who that person is, that person's not actually gonna learn to get things for themselves because they don't have to? I put more blame on the giver, I think, especially in that kind of parent-child situation. Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, sometimes that child literally doesn't know anything else, which is sad. Darkspark, we're just talking about... I mean, we're talking about a proverb. Apple MacBook put a proverb in the chat. The leech... Hang on, now I'm confused. The leech has 2 daughters, give and give. I think in my head I turned that into 2 mothers. The leech has 2 daughters, give and give. I still don't really... If that's what it is, then I don't really get it. It's a deep one indeed. I'm sorry, I'm on a call, so I'm like 50-50 on hearing. Why are you always on a call? I would find that confusing. Being on a call and watching a Twitch stream, I would find that really confusing myself. Is it with Trent? You're always on a call. You're also on a game. Okay, so you're on a call with Trent and Degoso? I said it right? Degoso? Triple tasking. On a call with Trent and Degoso? Although, probably not Degoso. Probably just Trent? If I had to guess? And you're probably are you playing he's here, he's just not talking. Are you playing Dead by Daylight? That's the other question. That's crazy. So you're on a call with someone, you're playing Dead by Daylight, and you're watching the stream. No. Dead by Daylight, I didn't bring my roller. You didn't bring your roller. I'm assuming you mean controller? You didn't bring your controller. Wait, are you still at your uncle's place? Didn't bring my roller. So I'm assuming you're at your uncle's place. No controller. So you're playing Among Us. What are you playing? Staying for the summer. Oh, that's cool. I feel like I would enjoy doing that. I remember I have a lot of family over in New Zealand. Roblox with Trent. Nice. Roblox with Trent. That could be the name of your Twitch stream. Roblox with Trent. Because I know you're a massive extrovert and you want to be a massive Twitch streamer and be massively famous. And have everyone know who you are. What was my point? I don't know. I guess... No, get out. The thing I wanted to look into the leech. Has 2 daughters. Homie's not fishing. Give and give. The phrase "the leech has 2 daughters, give and give" comes from Proverbs 30:15. The verse uses the image of a leech with its 2 suckers. Now the version says greed has 2 daughters, give and give. It's weird that it's daughters though. To me, mothers would make way more sense. The leech has 2 daughters. Give, they cry. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. 4 that never say enough. I don't really get it. Are we doing a Bible study right now? Are you Christian, Apple MacBook? Questions.org. Yes, bro. Have we had this conversation before? Well, now we are. No, we haven't? Okay. I feel like I've only ever had one other Christian chatter. Oh, what does it mean? The leech has 2 daughters. Includes numerical proverbs which use numbers to illustrate contrast between wisdom and foolishness. What the frick? In this chapter are 2 things asked of God. Verse 7. 4 things too amazing to understand. This is like a riddle. This is like a cryptic riddle, bro. 4 small but wise things, etc. In this context, Agur says the leech has 2 daughters. Give, they cry. The writer adds that there are 3 things that will not be satisfied and 4 that will never have enough. The grave, Sheol, the barren womb, dry earth that continues to soak up water, and fire. In this reference to the leech and her 2 daughters, the writer is condemning greed. In particular, the writer notes the kind of person whose teeth are swords and whose jaws are set with knives to devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among mankind. This person seems to never be satisfied and is destructive to those around him. He is like a leech, sucking life from others. The leech is greed itself. The leech has 2 daughters, always crying, give. These daughters are things that resemble the leech in never being satisfied. The writer then lists not just 2, but 3, and even 4 insatiable things with voracious appetites. I think I get it. I mean, 12 hours and 14 minutes into the stream. My brain's pretty cooked, but I think I get it. The leech is greed, and it gives birth to daughters that cry, give. Greed gives birth to freeloaders, I think, is the idea. Some MDMA earlier. I'm pretty cooked too. Bruh. We got a Christian on MDMA? What's going on, bro? What's going on? I want to know more about you, Apple MacBook. You sound like an interesting individual. What context did you take this MDMA in? How Christian are you? Do you go to church every week? Definitely a lot more interesting than me. I mean, I think we're intrigued. Do you go to church every week? Do you run a youth group? Are you a minister? How often are you taking MDMA? Was with mates, just pulled out some crystals. Like the brown? Are we even allowed to talk about this on Twitch? Can you talk about drugs on Twitch? Any content or activity featuring, encouraging, offering, or soliciting illegal activity is prohibited and may be reported to law enforcement. And this is where I die. You die. I mean, no one, hopefully no one's gonna die. I don't think anyone's gonna die. Man, F drugs. You don't like drugs. But you did them. Can I ask how old you are, Apple MacBook? I DC'd in front of dragons. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, I'm kind of confused, Apple MacBook. You're 31. Okay, you're 31. Are you single? 31 single, or are you like 31 married with kids? I'm assuming you're a dude. Because as far as I'm aware, I have 31 single dude. Church every week. Never done drugs before, decided to take MDMA for the first time ever. This is so random, bro. Decided to hop on the Twitch stream and drop the proverbs. Do you go to church, people? I used to go every single week. I used to be a leader on youth group, kids church. There was like a teen boys Bible study. I think that's everything that I used to do. I was on like the worship team. I used to do that while working for like 3 different Christian organizations at the same time. But I kind of just stopped doing all that stuff for like pretty complicated reasons. 3 is a lot. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I'm born again. Big law drop. Born again in 2021. I'm assuming that you are Apple MacBook. But yeah, I didn't really know what my point was. But that's what I used to do, and then I don't know, I feel like things got complicated. Things got kind of weird and complicated. And so because of that, I changed church to a different church. I think I idealize things, especially when it comes to religion, and I think they're going to be perfect. In the jobs and the churches, I go, oh, everyone's Christian, everything's going to be perfect, everything's going to be great. And then like things come up and I just go, what the heck? Especially in terms of just like putting in like all my time and energy, or like tons of time and energy into jobs and churches, and just thinking it's going to lead to something. Like the first church I was basically doing 2 days a week of unpaid work for. between those different ministries. And I was like, can I get paid at some point? Was kind of my vibe. And they were just like, no. And so that kind of sucked. And then there was like some other stuff that happened, and it just got kind of weird. I stopped feeling as welcome, I think. And so I went to a different church that I felt like had a better structure. Felt a lot more like people were sort of more connected and tightly knit. And I did a lot of stuff at that church. I just kind of like signed up to be on every roster. And I got really sick of it. They hate us because they hated him first, bro. It's funny, I don't encounter that much hate. I mean, I get a lot. I mean, I don't know. I think people find me to be an annoying Twitch chatter. And also, I used to collab with my favorite streamer, Emilio's Live. I used to react to Love on the Spectrum with him and stuff like that. And I don't know. I guess because I feel like the main thing that he does when he watches that show is like, there'll be an attractive girl on the show and he'll be like, oh, geez, she's attractive. Oh, I would. Stuff like that. And I would be like, oh, yeah, she's attractive. I would if, she was a Christian and we were married. It's the kind of the caveat I would put on that. And then I just get all these questions like, wait, you really wouldn't have, and mostly from the chat, like you wouldn't have sex before marriage and stuff like that. And I'd be like, no. And then we just drill deeper and deeper and deeper. Like people would drill me about it. And I would just be totally open and honest and about my opinions on things, including politics. And it resulted in us not collaborating anymore. Because a few people, I mean, it felt like most of his chat, people say marriage is a scam nowadays. People do say that. I don't know, man. What I think is a scam is just like sleeping with a bunch of people and getting STIs. And no emotional connection. I think that's a scam. I think that's a pathway to like no happiness. I feel they all secretly want that though. I think everyone wants it. Like, I wasn't raised Christian. I remember being 10 years old and like falling in love with a girl at my school and being like, I want to marry her and have kids and have a house with a white picket fence. I don't think anyone told me to think that. I think I came up with that myself, for real. Happy marriage with a happy home and family. That would be nice, man. That would be really nice. That would be so nice. I think that's the only reason I care about having money, right? Other than like, yes, I want new headphones. Yes, I want a mic arm. Sounds ideal to me. Yeah, sounds ideal to me too, bro. What's this thing? Clue bottle, bro. I hate these clues, dude. I hate the clues. I don't want to do the clues. Aren't I supposed to not get clues because I have one sitting in my bank? But yes, I would love to be married. I would love to be married with kids in a nice house that we own. That would be nice. You have to have one of the same tier. Clues are good stuff. Bro, I don't even know what the frick. I think I've only had one before. This anagram reveals who to speak to next. I doom icon in. Bro, I hate anagrams. You want me to arrange every letter? Best I've got so far is third age Ami. Sold it for like 135 mil. What? Dude, I didn't know that if you sold a clue you could get 135 mil. But that's obviously, the average would be a lot less than that, right? Bro, I'd be happy to get 1 mil. That's freaking crazy, bro. That's freaking crazy. Man. We're getting into the real stuff, huh? Marriage, kids, life. Rather rare pull from a clue. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt you're often getting 135 mil. Or something worth 135 mil. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. They're usually a lot less. Do you have an idea of maybe what the average value? I'm assuming they all lead you to just some form of relic. I don't know, man. All I know is that they distract me from fishing. And I have a mish. A mish to fish. Or is it a mission for fishing? Probably mission for fishing is better. I have a mission. A mission for fishing. That's gonna be the next Doom game. Doom. The fishing. The Doom Slayer. Depends on the tier, but I got some pretty trash ones. Yeah, bro, I feel like they're just cryptic, dude. What am I supposed to do with that thing about Doom in or whatever? What the frick? It's just like, leave me alone, dude. I'm just trying to play. I'm just trying to catch some fish, bro. You use the Clue plugin. Oh, heyo. Heyo. I mean, you know it's a good game when it's only playable because of the plugins, right? I guess I don't have that one. I mean, I could always type in the word clue. Clue scroll? I like this idea of getting all the answers. That sounds good to me, bro. Is it clue scroll? Clue scroll, attack timer, metronome, puzzle solver. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll look into actually using that. I have it on. Wait, does that mean that the anagram was the letters were just the right way around? Is that how that works? Or do I get the blue arrow? You can see next time I go to the bank, we could have a crack at it. We could have a little squidgery-dig at the bank. I think I need to do some back stretching, bro. I'm gonna loosen up the back of this chair, though. It's gonna get pretty loose. The back of this chair is gonna get pretty loose, guys. I don't know if you're ready for how loose the back of this chair. Yeah, it should put a marker on the map when it's in my inventory, I'm guessing. Oh, dude, the back of this chair is getting loose, bro. When you read it. Wait, and then it stays on there? I don't even know. Clue. Clue tutor. Is that what I want? Clue tutor? I don't understand it. This is why I just fish. No! No. Check after this inventory. Will do. This is how far back my chair goes. That felt really good. It feels good. Feels good to lean back. Oh. Oh. Ah, life is good. Life is good. I hope you guys feel the same way. I'm sure MacBook feels the same way. Sure you feel like life's pretty good. Like the Lord. The good Lord got your back. Yeah, bro, I don't even know, bro. I liked when we were talking about marriage and kids. I liked that. Best viewers on the Bootstrap. How about Band? How about best viewers on Suck My Doorknob? How about that? I want lots of kids, man. I think... Hang on. Did we get onto the leech thing because I was talking about wanting to be wealthy? Because I feel like I would like to be wealthy so that I could have lots of kids, you know? And I feel like I could have as many kids as my financial situation would allow. I don't know if you guys recognize the song. Oh, it's what you do to me. Yeah, I honestly feel like as many as my financial situation would allow. I don't know if that's crazy, but I just feel like it would be a good thing. I don't know, it just depends on so many things, right? And I guess I would want to actually have time for them too. Don't remember how we got onto that topic. How we got onto the leech thing or how we got onto the kids thing. Marriage and kids. I can tell you that we got onto marriage and kids because MacBook said they hate us because they hated Jesus first. And I talked about the leech. I think Homie posted the proverb. I think I was probably saying something about money. I think I might have been saying something about not minding being broke. I know I said a bit of stuff about money. Wanting a career and something I enjoy. I said a lot of stuff, guys. I said a lot of stuff. Wow, you can see my desk. It's basically a freaking talk show now. Hey guys, welcome to the talk show. Hollywood talk show. Our next guest. The Peep Talk Show. Welcome to the Peep Show. That's a TV show. That's a funny TV show. The Peep Show. I don't know if you guys have seen the Peep Show. It's pretty funny. The Peep Talk Show. Welcome to the Peep Talk Show. I don't have a mug. You have to have a mug. You have to have a suit and a mug. And suspenders. And you have to be like an old guy. Hey, I've been in Hollywood for 400 years. We have all the best celebrities on my show. Tonight we've got Ariana Grande with a new hit record. It's called Let's Have Sex. It's a new song about having sex. It's the new hit song. It's the #1 song. in the whole world. Real. Real. Sex sells, man. Sex sells. Because we're all lonely, bro. We've all been... I don't know. Why are we all lonely? What's that about? Are we all lonely? I'm kind of lonely. I feel like no one really understands me. Like, actually, for real, though. There's like a very small number of people that understand me. And sometimes those people move to a different state. And you don't see them. I don't know. That depends on your definition of lonely. I feel like... What is the definition of lonely? Longing to have more company? Affected with, characterized by, or causing a depressing feeling of being alone, yeah. Lonesome, destitute of sympathetic or friendly companionship, intercourse, support, etc. Intercourse. That can definitely feel like a part of it. Yeah, I don't know, like just not getting enough connection. Sometimes we aren't lonely, but we feel that way. Bro. That's deep. What the frick, bro? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those... You can be surrounded by people and be lonely. I almost feel like that's worse. Loneliness is truly a strange feeling. I feel like it's worse to be surrounded by people and feel like no one cares or no one understands, right? Or no one appreciates you. I feel like that's worse. But it is nice to interact with people. I don't know. It's funny though. I feel like I'd rather have no company than have bad company, right? It happens. I don't know. It is weird, like... having pretty much all of my social interaction happen on Twitch. Like, I saw my boss yesterday. I'd say that's you conditioned. Could you explain what you mean by that? Not angry? That's you conditioned? Because, oh, yeah, is that because I was saying something earlier about, like, we're conditioned to be lonely? Learning to be okay being alone. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I've had times where I've learned to be okay being alone and then come to the end of those times and been like, oh no, I was deeply lonely and depressed and I just didn't realize it. Because I do feel like you can numb problems, right? I feel like that's what addiction is. And I think I have a pretty addictive personality. And I feel like if I do actually feel lonely, I might just play video games 24/7 in order to not sit in the feeling of the loneliness, to push it out of the conscious mind down into the subconscious. Is anyone really truly okay being alone? I actually don't think so. I think people just develop coping mechanisms. I guess you could say it's a way to cover up your true feelings. Yeah. I don't think anyone's truly happy completely alone. I think some people just develop coping mechanisms. And I would definitely put myself in that group. This is deep, guys. This is basically therapy right now for me. I didn't expect this. And yet here we are. We're hitting the real stuff. Well, the Bible says it's not good for a man to be alone. It does say that. Wait, not angry. Are you Christian as well? Do we have a little team? Are we making a team here? You are? Whoa! What is happening? How did we end up with 3 Christians in the same Twitch? How did this happen? It's crazy. I swear before what's happening right now, I've had literally 1 Christian in my chat. It's not good for a man to be alone. I actually had just got home from a Father's Day service we had at my pastor's home when I joined. Based? That's based, dude. How about this, huh? It's funny because I feel like I really haven't encountered a lot of Christians on Twitch. Based? And I think I was just thinking that Christians aren't really on Twitch. It's a small church, but we're pretty connected. I think that's good. I think that's really good. I think actually being connected is huge. It's funny, when I was really big on church, I never really felt that connected to the people. And I always felt like I was doing more and more and more and more stuff for the church to try and have that connection. Like, because I felt like if I wasn't doing all these different ministries, I would just be at church for like maybe 2 hours on Sunday. And so 2 hours out of the whole week doesn't actually make you feel, especially as someone that lives alone. And I wouldn't say I have an amazing relationship with my parents. I would say that I am from a family of narcissists. I think as my mom, my dad, my brother, and me, and I think we're all narcissists. And so there's just not a lot of closeness. It's basically everyone just feels wronged by everyone else. And it's always someone else's fault. And it's always up to the other person to apologize or whatever. So I haven't been spending a lot of time with my family. And, yeah, I don't know. I think I wanted church to be my family. And I don't think anyone's ready to do that. Churches can be complicated, yeah. And it's weird because I think I expected church or people from church to like become my family. But that just never happened. Guess it's just human. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's not like churches are, every member of the church is Jesus. Like we're the body of Christ, right? But at the end of the day, we're all sinful humans, right? And that's not in like a... I think sometimes... But I'm fortunate to be close with my pastor and his family. I think that's nice. I think I often felt like I couldn't be as close with my pastors as I wanted. You consider them family? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at the churches I've been at, the pastors are like really busy guys. And so it doesn't feel like... I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. Often refers to me as his adoptive son. I mean, that would be nice. I think that's what I need, to be honest. Like, I feel like that's what I need is like an adopted family. And I think that's what I want. Right? Like, oftentimes the happiest I ever am is when I'm like at someone's house and it's like a happy family and we're all just hanging out and having a good time. But then inevitably you reach the end of the barbecue or the end of the evening or whatever and it's like time to leave. And I've never really been good at leaving those situations because I don't want to leave them. You know, when there's an actual happy family. I'd say that's due to being alone a lot. I am alone a lot. I just don't even really know what the solution to that is. Because I think I don't know. It's almost like I need so much that I don't want to put that burden on anyone. Someone who is often alone, I understand. God is always with us. That's true. That is true. I just don't really know what to do with that though, to be honest. I don't know, like I feel like I don't know. Maybe I just haven't been that close with God lately. I wouldn't say it's an easy thing to solve. No. It's not an easy thing to solve. At all. Still struggle with the same feelings even though you have people around you. Yes, to me that's almost worse. I find it more painful to have people around me and feel the kind of immense level of need that I have and have people not meet it, and to feel like communicating that need makes me a burden on people. Yeah, I don't know. Life is complicated. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bruh, how long have you been here, Wolf? Did you just arrive? Or have you been hearing all of this? Also, welcome back. Welcome back to the happy stream, where we're all happy. You just got here. Sweet. Well, we're just having lots of fun. How are you, Mr. Wolf? 13 hours. Almost. Almost 13 hours. It's funny, I feel like when I came into KY Boy's stream and I found out it was a 12-hour stream, I was like, that's crazy. How do you stream for 12 hours? I mean, coffee helps. You're tired. Let's do our classic check-in on London time. London time, 6:43 a.m. Wait, so did you wake up? Did you just wake up? Should we tell Wolf that we've just been talking about loneliness? And Wolf, do you want to talk about loneliness? Or do you want to have a good time? Wolf is like my most loyal viewer, by the way. So, Mr. Wolf, meet Not Angry and Apple MacBook. They're brand new chatters. Oh, MacBook chatted once like a week ago, I feel like. We've hit the dark hours. I mean, I feel like we were having a breakthrough. You know, people pay hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars to go to therapy. Hey, hiya, Not Angry. Hello. Yeah, I feel like we had a therapy level breakthrough for me just now. Just that idea that... What was the idea? That I'm so lonely I don't want to put that burden on anyone. So I just don't. Nice GZ. I don't even know what GZ means. I don't know what a lot of stuff means. I want to eat this sausage, but I also don't want to be not talking on the stream. Oh, Grats. Congratulations, Grats. You don't? I guess now I do? Bro, sometimes I pretend to know things as well. Thought you did. I mean, sometimes I pretend. Not cheese? I just have these sausages still sitting here. I don't feel like it's right to get cheese out of the fridge if I have sausages sitting right here. They're already cooked. But there's like... these sausages are like a lot of work to chew, I feel like. Just got a genie and it left, huh? That doesn't seem good. Mmm. It said goodbye and left without XP. Bruh. If your sausages are chewy, you effed up cooking them. Yeah. They're unique sausages in that the only ingredients are beef, salt, and pepper. And I don't want to undercook them. I want brown on the outside. See, it's a bit of a dilemma. Because I want them to be sort of browned on the outside. But once I've done that, they're kind of overcooked on the inside. But I prefer browned on the outside, overcooked on the inside to not browned and or undercooked. And I have the heat up as high as it can go, which is the only way I can think that you would possibly get the outside browned and the inside not overcooked. What am I even looking for? This clue? Dude, I don't even know, bro. This is why I just fish, because I have to use my brain right now. The anagram reveals who to speak to next. I doom Icon in. See your left. My left? Anagram clue. Ah, NPC. Dominic Onion. Location Nightmare Zone. Nightmare Zone sounds bad. Where even is that? There's the wilderness. Bro, I don't even know where to look. My temptation, there should be a clue icon on your map. What would that look like? Would it be clue tutor? That's the only clue thing I'm seeing. Bottom left. Like down here or here. To the right of the key on the map. This is the key, no? This is where we learn how fried my brain is after 13 hours. This is the key. To the right. You're literally on it. Oh, this thing. Nightmare Zone, thank you. Thanks for bearing with me. That doesn't take me to Vanille. Vanille? Vanille? Games necklace is flat? Wait, there's an 8 there though. So it's not flat. Wait on. Wait on. Wait on. No Vanille. Where have I seen Vanille as a teleport option? Probably from a house, someone's house. Guys, I think we ruined the whole thing. I think I just need a fish. I think trying to use my brain right now is not the strat. Have to do a quest for it. I think I'm just gonna go back to fishing. Brain is not braining. Let's talk about loneliness and marriage and kids and church. You could use a mini game teleport. I don't know what that is. I was trying to get my magic up at one point so that I could teleport. You have a lot to learn. I have so much to learn. I don't think people realize how much I need to learn to know you fish. I mean, yeah, is it weird? So my mod, Old School RuneScape, he teaches me stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff he hasn't taught me. He also just wants me to watch YouTube videos, and I don't want to do that. That's just not how I want to learn. I want to be able to ask questions and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Wow, it's almost 4 PM. That's kind of crazy. There's a lot in the game. That's true. So he can't be responsible for teaching me absolutely everything. We do kind of spend a lot of time just fishing, I'm not gonna lie. Man, I don't know. I can't believe it's 4 PM. 13-hour stream. Who saw it coming? Maybe me doing caffeine was just a bad idea. Wiki is your best friend. No, I refuse to look at wikis, bro. I'm not here to look at wikis, bro. I don't want to look at wikis. I don't even want to watch YouTube videos, bro. It's a challenge run. No wikis, no YouTube videos. You kind of have to. That's what they say. But I'm proving them all wrong. Completely guideless gameplay. But people can teach me stuff. My cooking's at 67 and my fishing is at 64, and that's with no guides and no videos. And my prayer's at 59. Hang on. Why does it say 58 out of 59? Oh, because it's not full. My prayer's at 59. Awfully close to a funny number. Awfully close to a funny number. Am I cooking? Have you learned what half of 99 yet? Half of 90 is 45 plus 4.5. I can do maths. 49.5. No? I'm impressed that I actually did mathematics. Well, I'm this cooked. Wait. This one, I think. Misery Business by Paramore. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're wrong. Please explain. Please explain, not angry. $92 is half of 99. In terms of XP, half of getting to 99 in skill would be 92. I think old school RuneScape has been trying to explain that to me. The person, not the game. He's been talking about how, well, now I'm at this level, it's gonna take this long. Yeah. It's very confusing that he's called himself... His name is really old school RuneScape. Maybe I should call him really old. So really old said to me... Like, he'll level up and be like, okay, so the next one's gonna take 10 times longer. Or whatever he says. Lol, it is. But who am I to talk? My name is Not Angry. I mean, I could say Not Angry. I mean, it always helps when someone's name is in the chat. Because you say an odd pairing of words and then people look at the chat and they go, oh, he's talking about that guy called Not Angry. But when really old isn't here and I just say really old is a better name than saying old school RuneScape. Because that's the name of the freaking game. Yes, I'm a Call of Duty streamer and my number one mod, his name is Call of Duty. So Call of Duty was telling me the other day. Wait, the game? Wait. I don't know why he freaking called himself that, dude. You know, his previous name was Mandy. And that used to really annoy me because it's so annoying. First thing that would pop up in my mind is you have connections to devs. Right, and the devs are telling me. Yeah, the devs. The devs told me. His name was Mandy. And his name was that for like at least a month and a half. Maybe even like 2 months. And I just thought that name was so annoying. And it was so long that it would just his name would be 2 lines in the chat. His name alone would take up 2 lines in the chat. So he might say okay and take up 2 lines of text in the chat. And I could never remember how many times to say Mandy. Like I could, but then once I started just, I don't know, I also commit to the bit a bit too much sometimes though. So I kind of enjoyed saying Mandy, 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 Mandy. But eventually I just started calling him Mandy. And Mandy was a lot easier than saying, than having, and I thought it wouldn't get any worse. I thought, and we had a poll. We had a poll where people could vote for him to change his name. And everyone voted for him to change his name. It was, for someone, it was actually breaking their chat because it was so long. Like their chat didn't work because his name was so long. So we had the poll. Everyone voted for him to change his name. And then he named himself after the freaking video game that I play. And I don't know if that was intentional. He thought it was really funny. He thought it was a really funny name. And I didn't really understand. I remember just being like, that's dumb. Why would you call yourself really old school RuneScape? That's a dumb name. And he just thought it was so funny. And I think he thought it was funny because he knew it was going to be really confusing. It's just great when your #1 mod is out to sabotage your whole stream. I feel like if I called him Mandy, it would just be confusing. And he doesn't really want me to call him his actual name too. Because pretty much as soon as he changed his name, I just started calling him his real life name. And then I put it in the title of the stream once. It was like fishing with blah blah blah. And he was like, no, we're not putting my real name in the stream title. Let's just not use my real name. He wants to be anonymous. So I guess his name is really old. But then, see, that sounds like I'm describing that he has an old name. Like I'm saying that his name is very old. It's just bad. I don't blame him. The game has a toxic side to it. I don't understand. What does the game having a toxic side to it have to do with him having confusing names? Oh, why he wants to be anonymous. True. Yeah, I don't mind him wanting to be anonymous at all. His government name. But if he could just have a freaking name? Am I going to say really old school RuneScape? Rorus? Actually, Rorus isn't that bad. I could call him Rorus. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it kind of works. Rorus. So Rorus... I don't hate Rorus. What do you guys think about Rorus? I know it'd be Rosserus. It'd be Rosserus. I could call him Ross. Really old school. Ross. I don't mind Ross. Hey Ross. Although the other really annoying thing is when we're in a call and he doesn't respond to me and I want to just say his government name, but I know he doesn't want me to. That's annoying. So I'll say, hey, old school. I've been calling him old school, actually. That's not that bad. Old school. That sounds more like a name than really old. Hey, old school. And it also means I can keep calling the thing that I've been calling him. Ross would probably just confuse the crap out of him. Oss. Hey, Oss. Yo, Oss. Guys, I think I'm actually dying now. Like, not literally, but in terms of tiredness. Wait, are both of you guys in the US? Not Angry and MacBook? So Not Angry's in the caffeine has crashed. I think so. You're in California? No. Just West Coast in general, right? Oh, here comes the yawn. Here comes the yawn. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I just like to know people's time zones so I know if I change my stream time if I'm going to lose them or not. And I kind of just assume now you got me yawning. My bad. My bad, homie. But it's 11:04 p.m. So what, your EST? Why is it when you Google EST? Why doesn't it just tell me what the time is in EST? Okay, so you're not EST. What's the other one? Wait, my brain broke. I think it's just called Eastern Time. No, EST is 2:04 a.m. now. I think it was saying to me it was 1:04. Yeah, it's saying Eastern Standard Time is 1:05. Yeah, 4 time zones in the States is crazy. What an amazing country. You want to be contagious AF. Wait, so which time zone are you in? Okay, so Eastern Time is 2 a.m. PST. Which is 11:06. Oh, it's a map. Pacific time zone. Oh, that's really just on the west. Wait, yeah. You did say that, and I was like, oh, he's the West Coast, huh? He on the West Coast, he on the West Side, boy. West Side till I die. Bruh. Okay, well, I know that you're PST. So that's cool, but I don't know what MacBook is. Oh, bruh. I'm gonna put everyone to sleep, bruh. It's funny, I just have this habit, like, when I was trying to get affiliate, I wouldn't end stream unless I had less than 2 viewers. If I had 3 or more viewers before I hit affiliate, I would not end my stream. And I think that only got us to like 11.5-hour streams. We got him. We freaking got him, boys. We got him. Man, I just don't even know. We went so deep. The loneliness thing was deep. I don't even know what to do with that. It kind of made me want to go back to church, I'm not going to lie. There's a big one for you. But I just don't know. I feel like it takes up so much time. I think at its worst, it takes up time and energy. Would that be a good reason to go back? I don't know. I almost feel like I left because I was still feeling pretty lonely there. Maybe that's the wrong question. Whether it is a good reason to go back. I'm assuming that you're cooking. I'm assuming that you're cooking, not angry. Instead of good, the word right. Would that be the right reason to go back? I don't know, dude. Would it? Would it be the right reason to go back? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Would it be the right reason to go back? Is there a right reason? I guess there'd be multiple right reasons to go back to church. I just feel like I'm always doing stuff for the wrong reasons, though. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't know. There would be multiple right reasons. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But being lonely is not a right reason? I do feel like the central problem for me kind of is loneliness, and I don't really know. That I am unsure of. That's fair. You're unsure if loneliness is one of the right reasons to go back. It is good to be surrounded by like-minded people. I think there's definitely truth to that. I don't know. Define like-minded though. Right? Because I think I mean, at church I'm definitely surrounded by Christians. After all, you are the people you surround yourself with. Yeah, I guess so. At church I'm definitely surrounded by Christians, but I just don't know. I think a big part of the issue is there's not that many Christians my age where I live. And so I end up surrounded by people in different life phases. They're all called Christian? Mate, that's such a good knee slapper, dude. For some reason, the emote and the ha actually made it funny. If someone could explain why, that made it funny. Now that you mention that there is a town in this game in which everyone is named Ali, I think it's Ollie. Man, I just don't know. I just don't know. I really don't know. It does seem that having as much time as possible to dedicate to Twitch streaming is good for growing the Twitch stream. I'm not lonely, I have a dog. I do very much like dogs and cats. But for me, man's best friend. For me, I don't think a dog or a cat would, well, fill the needs I need. Sorry for accidentally scraping the mic there. Hopefully that didn't sound awful. I don't feel the need. Hang on. I don't think a cat or a dog would fulfill my emotional needs. My best friend is my best friend. Who's your best friend, Wolf? My best friend. It can benefit in some ways. Yes, I think yes. I don't know. But then I also thought it does if you talk to your dog like a Mad Hatter. I don't think that's what I'm going for. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I'd be pretty stoked to have a wife, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to get one if you never leave your house and you just stream on Twitch all the time. You have to find out what you're looking for. I mean, I do want a wife. I think what I value most is the level of the intimacy, right? To me, having I could have 1 billion like surface level friends and that would just mean nothing to me. And even those kind of like church level friendships where people like care, but outside of church, maybe they could meet with you once a week for like an hour. You're worse than a cartoon mouse. Mate, the entertainment medium was built on a cartoon mouse. I definitely want genuine, but not even just genuine. I think they have to be... I think it just has to be a wife. Like, I want someone that's just always going to be there. I don't know. I don't even know if genuine is the issue. I feel like there's... I know genuine people. That I feel like they have to be genuine people that I actually want to spend lots of time with. Hang on, what's unconditionally? The always around is unconditional? Oh, they're unconditionally genuine? Always around is... I mean, ideally, yeah. Right? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna eat a bit of sausage while I think. I think I have trouble, and I think I always will have trouble finding a wife. So long as I don't have a career. I really want this Twitch thing to work out. I'm kind of pinning all my hopes on it. Which sounds like a bad thing. My standards are higher than Snoop Dogg. I mean, I do that thing where I always say, oh yeah, my standards are high, my standards are really high. What are my standards? Well, I definitely want them to be a serious Christian. Like, serious about being Christian. Seriously believe the Bible to be true. So far, I know you want a girl who's Christian. And I mean, I want them to be very attractive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna obfuscate that reality. I would want that my wife to be a very attractive woman. Yeah, they probably don't have to be a 10, but maybe a 9. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe 8. Maybe 8. Kinda high. Kinda high standards. But like, slowly bring the number down. Bring the number down is so funny. I did say 10, then 9, then 8. I don't know. It depends on a lot of stuff, right? Like if they were just perfect in every way, but they were a 7. A year from now, it'll be 7. Did it? It was 1 second later. If the 6 got mad cake, though. Yeah, I'm not even that big on mad cake. My type is like skinny and studious. That's what my friend told me. I think I've mentioned this before on stream. I have a female friend. I think Wolf had a hard time believing that, but I do. And I had told her some of the girls that I liked, both in real life and in, I don't know, actresses and stuff like that. And she said, your type is slender and studious. You had a hard time believing you had a friend. That's true. You did have a hard time believing you had a friend. But yeah, she said my type is slender and studious. And I think it's true. And I never really realized that before. I do like glasses. I actually, yeah, I really do. They're not required or anything. I like plenty of girls that don't have glasses, but I do also like glasses. I like when they draw. I like when they read books. I like when they have books on them. I like when they hold books. I like when they wear little sweaters. I don't know, when they're cute. I don't know, guys. Cardigans probably less, I think. I don't want it to verge into the like grandma territory. So no to cardigan. What even exactly is a cardigan? Cardigan. Can't even spell. Can't even type. Whoa, a Taylor Swift cardigan. Let's go. Oh, like this. That's cute. See, this is in the grandma zone. I don't want to go into the grandma zone. That's cute. That's cute. This is the grandma zone. This is the grandma zone. Yeah, I don't know. Some cardigan. Very specific cardigan. Turtlenecks? Turtlenecks? Girls in turtlenecks, though. This is what we're doing. We're Googling items of clothing and deciding whether I like girls wearing them. Girl. Turtleneck girl. Oh, that took girl pretty literally. Some of these are cute. Who's he looking for? Dwayne Johnson. Hey, that's a solid fit for The Rock. I mean, I like this. What am I doing? This is weird. What have I become? Bro. What have I become? All I did was mention articles of clothing. You're the one who Googled them. That's true. But I think cardigan and I picture something and I'm like, is that the definition of a cardigan? What have you become? Lonely, apparently, yeah. I think I've always been lonely, though. I don't know if I've ever been not lonely. Ah, that's probably not fair to say. I think it's a reason for sure. I think streaming ticks a lot of boxes for me. I think it feels like I'm doing something productive, something that could become a career. I think it is kind of social. And I get the dopamine of playing video games or watching YouTube videos. So it sort of has the short-term dopamine, the long-term overarching goal element, and the social element. And I think I've always struggled. I mean, that feels like a breakthrough because I think I've always struggled to have those three things at the same time. Game I'm playing is big on dopamine. It's true. I feel like every game is. I don't think they really make games that don't produce dopamine. I feel like video games are just dopamine machines. Dopamine delivery platforms. I think our screens are just dopamine delivery platforms. One way or another. Our screens, our headphones. I don't know. Do I need to get this way? I do. Dopamine transmitters in the OLEDs. Something like that. Effectively, the OLEDs send signals to our eyes that release dopamine. Along with audio. Audio-visual stimulation. Hey guys, welcome to the audio-visual stimulation session. Dude, we are starting to get weird. 13 hours and 35 minutes is when it starts to get interesting. After dark hours. I mean, we're almost... Sunset's in like half an hour, I think, where I am. You see that amine? That's dope. That's a dopamine. That was a series of words. I just don't know what my point was. My standards are too high, apparently. I think I'm a good-looking guy. Brother. Brother. My standards are too... Are they too high? I think I'm a good-looking guy. I don't know. I think I'm a good-looking dude. I think my major flaw... I'm 5'11". That's not tall, but it's not short. I think it's exactly average. And I find most girls are okay with that. What's my point? Let me have a close look 1 sec. I don't think I'm bad looking. I think the big issue is that I don't have any freaking money, dude. I don't have a career. I don't have any education, bro. Things as they currently are, I'm not gonna be providing for a family. But I think if I... To me, that feels like the... You're decent looking. Yeah, I'd say you're decent looking. Thank you, Wolf. I'm going to take that with all the positive spin. Yeah, you're decent looking. That's how I'm going to take that. Oh, bruh, you're like decent looking, dude. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I feel like if I was like wealthy and had a career, I think I could do well. Especially if I like hit the gym. I've been working out. It hasn't... I'm not huge or anything. But I think if I got wealthy and jacked, I think I could do pretty well. I'm pretty sure I could get myself a tenner. But then they've also got to be Christian as well. They also have to want to have kids. We have to have personalities that gel. There's so many things. They don't have to be a 10. But I do want to find them very attractive. I don't know, bro. This is pretty candid. I feel like I'm being pretty candid. I don't think I've ever watched a Twitch stream with someone being this candid. Is there a reason that people don't get this candid? Am I doing it wrong? Man. This is a long stream. I started streaming before the sun rose. Hours before the sun rose. And we're coming into sunset. I haven't seen the sun. I haven't touched grass. No one's chatted for 3 minutes. That's crazy. Oh, we touch grass emote. You're at a shore, who needs grass? Because video game? Video game. 13 hours and 40 minutes. Dude, we're gonna hit 14 hours. I almost want to hit 14 hours just to hit 14 hours. Just so I can say to people, yeah, my last stream was 14 hours. Yeah, no big deal. It was 14 hours. But the worst part, though, is that when my next stream is inevitably shorter, and I look at the analytics, I'm going to have a red arrow pointing down under my stream time. The start of the always live stream. I just don't think I could do that. I have to sleep. I definitely have to sleep, and I before I stream, I have to like cook sausages. I don't think anybody sane can. I mean, challenge accept? No. I mean, sane, yet they exist. Because they're streaming themselves sleep. I just don't see the point in that. Like you could, I don't know, I could put together like a playlist of videos or something that plays while I'm sleeping and stuff like that. I actually think that would be kind of based. But my PC makes noise. And I kind of don't want it making noise while I sleep. Although I do have to say, the last sleep I had, my PC was on. I couldn't sleep with a lot of people just watching me. I talk in my sleep. And also, like, wet dreams are a thing too, also. Could you imagine? Could you imagine having a wet dream while you stream yourself sleep? That ain't right. That just ain't right, bro. Viewer count goes up as soon as I say that. What the hell? You'd gift subs. Yeah, you are joking, because, I mean... Yeah. I don't believe you've ever done that. You could set a poll up. Is that meant to be a double entendre? What is the poll? Should I stream myself sleeping? I don't think I'm gonna do that. It was unintentional. Yeah, I just don't think... I don't see myself streaming to sleep. I like, is that even entertainment? Like, what is that? Streaming to sleep? IMO, no. Yeah, I feel like it's just not entertainment. Unless you are getting woken up constantly. Like, unless literally you fall asleep, someone redeems text-to-speech or like air horn or something. The only way for it to be entertaining is for it to be excruciating for the person that's trying to sleep. At that point, it's a meme stream. Meme stream. Yeah, man, I don't even know. I don't even know. You just hit 500k Wrath runes. Yes. You did just hit 500k Wrath runes. I believe you. I mean, what? No, you're not gonna lie about that, right? So you must have hit 500k Wrath runes. No. What do you mean no? Are you saying no because I said yes? Are you one of those guys? Are you a contrarian? Are you one of these contrarians? Would I like to see them? Hang on, what is this? Held a chat for reasons, smart detection. What are you talking about? Homie said, would you like to see them? Whoa. I guess... No, Automod should be sorry. I guess sometimes when someone in Twitch chat says, would you like to see them? That means something else. Would I like to see them? I mean, you seem like a cool guy. Want to see my milkers? You have milkers? Mr. Wolf has milkers? For free is crazy. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Well, let me start by doing this. Let me start by doing this, which is something I should probably just generally do in general, regularly. I'm very good at Twitch and Discord. You're going to show me them. You're going to show me them. How are you planning on showing me them? Not angry. How are you going to show me your milkers? I mean your, runes. Your wrath runes. How are you going to show me your wrath runes? I misspoke. We're 3 hours and 47 minutes in. How are you going to show me your wrath runes? Unrelated. There's the link for the Discord server. Hey. Heyo. Oh, dude. I'm gonna raid someone in like 13 minutes, guys. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to go to the toilet. I need to live my life. There's only 4 people live. What the frick? That I follow. That's kind of crazy. Oh, Wolf. Also, Wolf, I've been meaning to ask you, and I swear I've asked you this multiple times. How do you find all the good small streamers? Like, how did you find KY Boy? How did you find Soren? How did you find me? How do you do it? I don't even know how to find good small streamers. Like, actually, how do you do that? But don't just say because you're goated. Tell me how you do it. Like, what do you do? Do you go into categories and scroll to the bottom? I guess you found me because I showed up in KY Boy's stream, right? They find you. Well, I guess I found you, right? How did KY Boy find you? How did Soren find you? Oh. Hang on. You only searched Soren because you wanted to watch God of War, lol. There's a guy watching us? What the? They're at the door. You're just creeping me out saying stuff like that. Whoa, you're gonna trade with me. What are we trading? 500k. Wrath Ruins. Should I accept? Oh wait, you're just giving them... Wait. Trade modified. I've altered the deal. Pray that I do not alter it further. Accept. Accept. Wait, did I actually get... Oh, my inventory is full. What even is the song? I can't hear it. I turned it up in my headphones. Am I still gonna get 1,000,000 gold? They left. Bro, that took me a minute. Wait. How did you even know what world that I'm in? Bruh. 1 milli. Dude, thank you. Thank you, not angry. I appreciate you. You a real one. You're welcome, I enjoyed seeing your runes. For a sec I thought you were gonna give me your runes. Wait, was it all? Yay. You're collecting him. Avenge Sevenfold. See, that's why I don't know it, because I don't listen to that. Wolf, you're on the heavy music. You know it's bad for you, right? You know the heavy music's bad for you. Bad for your soul. You don't have any items you can give me? That's okay, dude. 1,000,000 gold, that's pretty good. Not every chatter gives me 1,000,000 gold. It is bad for you. It's bad for your soul. It's not much. It's a lot to me. I can kill that window. I have so many windows. This is what happens when you stream for 13 hours. Cardigan window. Twitch window. Bible window. I know, at early levels it's hard to get gold. Yeah, bro. Also, why do they call them why do they call gold GP? Gold points. Pretty sure this band of ancient most members are religious. Which one? Christian? Wait, this one doesn't have the music in it? Dude, that's crazy how many freaking tabs I have. If anything, it should be GC. Yeah. GC would make a lot more sense. But you get it confused with group chats, to be fair. Give that wolf a banana. Subwoofer. We got 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes. You didn't say who to raid. Also, go follow Soren Ashburn. He's like definitely one of my top streamers, and he's often streaming to no one or like one person. I think 14 hours is the goal, yeah. Like, as if I'm going to stream for 13 hours and 55 minutes and not just get to 14 so I can tell everyone that I streamed for 14 hours. I think I don't care about this. Who are we raiding, guys? The Scorpio, bro. How do you do this, Wolf? Actually, I should... Oh, and it's God of War. Of course it's God of War. Homie's obsessed with God of War. Balloon thing, I can close that. He's chill. I'm gonna pause this. Let's have a look at the stream. Let's spy on the stream first. Oh, that was loud for me. Was that loud for you guys? Oh, he's blasting metal? Nah, bro. Nah. That ain't it. That ain't chill. That ain't it. That ain't chill, bro. Who's it gonna be following? I do like Dark Dragon. I wonder what he's doing.
22 and
Nice.
Mahapov.
Kino de Toten.
22.
Man, they sound the
Right.
same, these guys.
He said he's gonna hit round 22 in the hop.
You got another one? And they're not blasting metal? Mouse Trap Lad. He looks like, I don't know which one's Key and which one's Peel, but he looks like one of them.
Play hide the sausage with you in a very dark concrete room. Okay? I am just absolutely
Lol.
out of my mind, just bricked for you. 3%, don't listen to that. Put a few extra zeros on the back of that, okay?
What do we think,
Put a
chat?
few extra zeros on the back of that. I'd walk uphill
Is this the guy?
through 7 miles.
Most metal bands just
through
love
7
music, dude.
through the snow 7 miles with a pack of wolves on my trail and
Alright, we got 3 minutes.
farts and elephant farts as my oxygen supply just to make you dinner.
What is his chat?
Mate, I would take a shit in the back seat of an Uber, okay, and not even be quiet about it if it meant catching
Keegan.
that Uber to your house to spend the night.
Little frisky,
little.
but they're good people. I mean, I've been
I do
laughing.
not apologise on what I sent.
Check off 3 gorillas in an elevator blindfolded just to give you a hug. It's kind of a lot.
Taco, are you Lambo?
Kind of a lot.
Oh my god.
We could do a
Guys,
RuneScape streamer. That's probably
you're gonna
what
freak
people
out.
want.
You're gonna freak out. Okay, one thing about garlic bread. I could honestly... I'd jerk off 3 gorillas in an elevator blindfolded just to give you a hug.
Yeah. What? Oh, the Old Republic. What the frick? Monkey Nut. Why does Monkey Nut sound familiar? Do I know Monkey Nuts? He's playing Assassin's Creed though. Yeah, Oh, dude, I know Monkey Nuts. Why do I know Monkey Nuts? He's not even talking, bro. He hasn't talked for a whole second. What the frick? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. 1 second without talking? Does he even stream, bro? Do you even stream, bro? You want 1 entire second? What the frick? RuneScape. Old school RuneScape. I don't think you do. You don't think I know him, or you don't think... I definitely have seen his icon before. He's probably where I'm going after this stream is over. Oh, monkey nuts. You're all about the monkey nuts. Ay, 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 ay. One viewer well, there's a guy with 0 viewers, but no webcam. I definitely deduct points for no webcam. No webcam, no talking, no raid. It's time for some old school RuneScape fun. Pro skills in action. YouTube, Discord. He has a webcam. I'm guessing he's got a green screen. He's not talking though. 1 second without talking broke the freaking laws of streaming. No webcam. 1 second without talking. No raid. OG in action in all regimes. What is this? This has to be the most scuffed up stream I've ever seen. What the front door, dude? Bro is gone. Early morning S16 attempts. That's just a freaking dance music assault. That's not a good stream. Iron Man stuff. Corrupted gauntlets. No webcam, no talking, no raid. Zez. Wait. Primordial man. There's a webcam and he's not wearing a shirt. This will be good. Wait, and the webcam's just pointed at his chest.
We're wasting prayer, but no, I can try to do 100 bones, I guess. So
The audio mix is whack.
oh, right away, right? I moaned again. Why do I keep
He's got to be Canadian.
It's prime, right?
It's got to be Canadian.
That was ping, by the way. I need to get a world hop going soon.
Is he just trying to? Is he trying to get Gooners?
I clicked there. I swear to God, I just clicked there and it didn't even move me.
I don't know. You don't claim that, man. I feel like he's trying to get Gooners. Why be shirtless? Where did I get up to? That guy. It's a webcam. What's he doing though? He's not talking for more than a second. He's doing something. We've hit 14 hours. Dude, it's not going to be him. Looking at his phone. Do most people not know how to stream? Windows XP wallpaper? It doesn't say like back soon or anything. What the frick? Just silence? Cool. That's great. That's base. Killing goblins 299 is crazy. I would do that. No sound? Is this a me problem? Yeah, I do have high standards to raid. Is this just the world's quietest stream? I don't understand. I'm actually really confused. I've seen that guy. I hope he's botting it. Don't send us there. Here? The goblin guy. Yeah, fair. Homies need to talk. I don't know what to say. Hang on, what? Pokemon? No webcam? Dude, you know this stream is bad when I start wondering if there's something wrong with my audio? Because I'm just not hearing anything? Should add Subway Surfers gameplay to the top left corner. Yeah. Subway Surfer gameplay. That's how we get the game away. Yeah. What the? Wait, this isn't even RuneScape. What is this? Soul Reaper Axe? What the frick? A frog princess needs my help. A frog princess needs my help? I don't understand. I don't guess it. Wait, are we even still looking at RuneScape? What's happening? That was not RuneScape. Kiss the Frog Princess. Chunk 187 could be cool. Dude, that's my favorite band, Chunk 187. It's alright to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue. Whoa.
You always get stopped fletching and shit.
Dope accent. He's talking. He's got a webcam and he's talking, guys.
Might not, but
Is this the one? He has audio, guys. He actually has audio.
so it's so easy once you get four gear sets.
Guys, I think we're doing it.
There's one. Another one's coming.
We're doing it. This is the Frog Princess.
Yawning, bro. I've just had an absolute freezing cold shower. Bath.
Wintertot. Oh,
Trying to get rid of
wait. He could be living at Wintertot the entire stream though. Wait. So that would be a bad thing?
Been anyway, God's gift. Are you alright?
Should I say, are you at Wintertot all stream? Whoa. So that's fine. So we're just going to go with it?
Chillin' G, with a 125, with a 122.
He's got personality.
You just make car mods. He's still on the 5M life, yeah?
We're doing it. Wait, did that not work? Invalid username.
It's a beast of a JOD coffee right there, mate. I'm good at making coffees, me.
His name is Chunk187.
Ooh, baby.
Intended for mature audiences. Oh, well, I hope you guys are all mature.
Sell them or...
Hope you're all mature. Mate's had too much tea. Bye, everyone. Everyone let Chunk know that we love him. Everyone give Chunk the Peepcast love. Tell him you're here from Peepcast. If you don't follow him, give him a follow.
Feels good. Know what I'm saying?
See you all next stream.